Respect, honor is something that we pride ourselves in. I mean, won't you agree, or maybe you would disagree, that calling these people His Excellency or His Royal Majesty is a sign of respect or honor, more like giving honor to whom honor is due? Or would you say it is self-vanity or just about self-aggrandizement?
Yeah, it is more of honor. When it comes to Yoruba culture, it is really a sign of honor, because I come from there and I know that it started like with honor. And when it comes to seniors being respected, senior citizens and parents being respected, it is actually a good part of Yoruba culture. And I think they should be proud of that. But what it has become is that it has become an instrument of manipulation, an instrument of oppression. So we have to be able to distinguish and be able to separate the honor part of Yoruba culture, which demands respect, and the thin line that now begins to put a man over another man. And because right now what we see mostly is that the culture has taken the back seat, and we see more of that culture, that expression of culture, as a means to dominate other people, as a means to establish superiority over other people, and as a means to claim your status and the inferiority place of other people before you. So that thing has to be adjusted.
Dr. Sunday, this is excellency that is used, or you were used to in Nigeria. Is it peculiar to Nigeria, or other nations of the world also use His Excellency to describe or to call their elites?
His Excellency title is not peculiar to Nigeria when it comes to the head of state, when it comes to the president of the nation. But the way titles and entitlement in general, when it comes to entitlement and titles, Nigeria is famous, or we are famous for the wrong things. We are famous for using titles. Nigerians are known for titles. Doctor, professor, bishop, or professor, doctor, this, pastor, this. So those excellency that they are using for everybody that has any government official position is being called excellency. It's peculiar to Nigeria, that one. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to the president, that title is supposed to just be for president, and that's all. Yes. And there is no other person that is supposed to be called titles and big titles, big names. It's just Mr. Even in America, they don't even use His Excellency for the president. Mr. President, that's all. Even in the West, in the Western Europe right now, it's also Mr. President, Mr. Prime Minister, that's all. All those His Excellency, they are all coming from the past that we inherited. They are coming from the past of bourgeoisie. It's coming from the past of feudalism. It's coming from the past of aristocracy. It's like we are cemented in the past, or we are frozen in the past. Humanity has moved forward. The world has become egalitarian, and we are still frozen in the feudalistic past of our great-great-grandfathers. And it's a horrible tradition, subserviency. And what's the name of the other one? Sycophancy, subserviency, and sycophancy. Mm-hmm. So that's the problem. It is all about oppression of man by man. It is all about one man being better than the other. It is all an attempt to make people significant. And but if you are really significant, you don't need affirmation from outside to be significant. if you are really as important as you think you are, you don't need affirmation from everybody to be calling you titles and introducing you for half an hour, So it's a horrible tradition that we must get rid of in our country. We are addicted to personal vanity. It is nonsense and rubbish. If all these people are as important, those people that are sitting down there, they are all dressed so dignified and so looking so important. This is just a bloated sense of self-significance that is not based on anything, and I can prove that to you. If all these people are as important in that room that are sitting down there, why is the country in such a mess? What is their importance? How is their importance and significance being manifested? What is the manifestation of their significance? If they are significant, if they are important, why can't they use their importance or their wisdom or their brain or the knowledge that they have to fix the country? One person is enough to fix that country. But all these people are dressed up like that as if they are decorated Daddy Father Christmas or Santa Claus, for occasions. Seated there and everybody is, knocking and receiving all this empty showering of praise on them, and this is every day. What is the manifestation? If you are that, the way they are talking about them as if they are more important than Obama, as if they are more important than all those people sitting down in the office of Obama. And those people sitting down in the office of Obama, they are ruling the world. They are controlling all the policies and the progress of the whole world. They are controlling the biggest economy, the biggest country in the world. And these ones that are just running after rats and cats in their country, that are just living in a totally destroyed, run down, they are not running anything. They are the one taking in all the showering of praise and glory and self-glory. It is an exercise in futility, and it is a demonstration of our addiction to personal vanity. That is what was the word I said that we are famous for. We are notorious for. It's a notoriety about the wrong thing. Nigerians are not born being lousy and proud and arrogant. No, we become like that because of what we see around us. We become like that because the people we admire are like that. We become like that because the people we praise are like that. The people who lead us are like that. The people who teach us are like that. The people we admire in the society. Look at the way people celebrate marriage. Look at the way celebrations happen. Look at the way parties go on. Look at the way people are presented, like here with the vice president. Look at the way people are spoken about. Look at the way people are presented. Do you know that at a time in Nigeria, during the military regime, for you to really be cool and to look authoritative, even kings were started to sometimes wear army uniform, general or something, because that was what was cool. We are object. We are subject. We are subject or object. We are all as a result of our environment. We are all a consequence or is it subject or object? We are objects, or is it?
Yeah, it would be more of objects, yeah.
Object of our environment. So what people see, that is what forms us and formulates us. Because of the, just the way what you see in the media, what you see around you, how people behave, that's what you aspire towards. Yeah. So this kind of change could only take place through our leaders. It takes leadership. So our leaders must show an example by changing. When they change their attitude, their behavior, their lifestyle, and become more humble and more meek, then we'll be able to follow suit.
If you go to church services and see how they introduce ministers and pastors, I don't know if have you experienced it or have you been introduced like that? If you're in the Nigerian church, when they are introducing the pastor and they are saying, this guy has the biggest church, he has gone from this place, he has preached,
all the time.
Tell us about your experience and about.
I meet with it all the time, and when they try to introduce me like that, I just try to take my bag and quickly go to the stage. And and I try to compliment, because normally when you are introduced like that they expect you to come on the stage and begin to shower praise on the pastor that is receiving you too. So I normally, come out and say a few words, complimentary words, to just praise the person that is hosting me. A few words, just seconds, and then I move on. So it's a fight, if that's what I say. All of us that are having position of authority like this, we need to fight this thing. Normally when they introduce me like this, I just run. Before they are still talking, I just say, oh, forget about it. I take my Bible, because somebody will be waiting there to take your Bible. So I normally just take my Bible. I just come on stage myself before or I tell them most of the time, no, just say Pastor Sunday is here or something, and we just do it. So no, you need to keep on fighting about this. This is.
Yeah, because I was going to say that, this, you mentioned self-vanity and personal vanity and all of that. Don't you think that this is a natural, or I don't know if the word is natural, but it's something that is in every man?
Of course, that's why it's called self-vanity or personal glory or personal vanity, because it's about individuals, every human being. But those are vices that you don't play to. Those are vices that you shouldn't celebrate. You shouldn't give room to them. Normally what is normal in life is to put a restriction into them. You are supposed to put a system of restraints to your weakest points. You don't go and, overpull your weakest point. You are only as strong as your weakest point. But these things are weaknesses. And weaknesses, you don't begin to put weight on them and celebrate them and put them on the pedestal. Rather, they are the things you want to hide, and they are the things you want to get rid of. That's why in Europe people don't do that. Because they know that those are playing to your flesh and to your personal glory and to your individual personal self vanity. So they hide it, they run away from it, because they know it's a weakness and it's a trap that every individual could fall into. So that they will not fall into it, they try to resist it. And that's what we all need to be doing.
What is the role of educational institutions in helping to fix this vice in our society?
Oh yeah, education is key. Education is important too, because it depends on how people are being taught. If we put it as a program from kindergarten to university, that humility is a plus, and that humility is a virtue that everybody must strive towards. And that this is what elevates a man, and this is what beautifies a personality and a person. It will go a long way. But it will not be so effective if the leaders that people are looking up to are practicing the same, the same ostentatious lifestyle and behavior like they are right now. So
our leaders have to lead by example.
That is key. When it comes to this kind of thing, it is what people see that they copy. There's this magazine that is called Ovation. I don't know if I don't know if they still have it.
I'm not sure.
Okay, they used to. That's just the quintessential lifestyle of the Nigerian elite. It is the real demonstration and depiction of all the things that are wrong in the Nigerian society, because it's totally self-focused, self-centered, and glorification of vanity and glorification of ostentatious lifestyle. Sunday Adelaja here. If you believe in nation-building principles, please like this video, share it with your friends, and let's change our nations together. Blessings.